Hey, that's pretty good.
So hey, what is happening everybody? This is Gemmy Bones, finally back at it again with another video, and today I am going to be discussing with you all about the new Halloween 2022 season. It has been a while since I've made a video, and I do want to say that I have just been busy with a lot of things. I know if you saw my little short that I put out, since I don't have a communities tab, I thought I would just kind of give a small update as to what is going on, but that does not mean that I am gone. I've just been dealing with a lot of life things that I've been trying to get accomplished and trying to get, I guess you could say, all my ducks in a row, if that's the best way to put it, because I have a lot of things that I'm doing because I'm getting in that final stretch here to the end of my schooling. And I have a lot to still get done in my life before I actually get out on my own. But besides that fact, it's not going to stop me from wanting to make things for you all and doing the content that I love. So, with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about this topic, especially the Halloween 2022 season, because while I have been gone, I still have been keeping up with the news, and I've been lurking around on Instagram, looking at other posts, and seeing all the news that has been dropping, including the Spirit Halloween movie, the new props for 2022, all the new things that have been leaked, etc. But the biggest thing that struck my attention, yes, one of the biggest things, especially when it came to Morris costumes, was the new LifeSize Jason Vorhees that even I thought was coming out last year because everybody was talking about it, but no, instead we are finally going to be getting this life-size Jason Vorhees this year. And with that, I have to admit I am very intrigued. So for the most part, I can already straight up tell you all that he is far more better than the Michael Myers that we got from Gemmy. Now this is a prop, as everybody should know now, that is being developed by Gemmy Industries themselves, and we know that Gemmy has made amazing props before in the past, including many licensed props like Hannibal Lecter, Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, etc. And with that, it is kind of shocking to honestly see this. I never really thought we would see another life-size Jason Vorhees, at least to this high caliber. Now, back then, Gemmy was a major titan when it came to making of Halloween decorations and the making of many other incredible inflatables, etc., and things like that. Whether that was Christmas, Easter, Halloween, Valentine's Day, and they still are a decent company. It's just that a lot of things have downgraded over the time. Now, I wanted to put this on. This is the only picture I have, and I'm going to put it up on the screen because it's really the only stock image we have. But as you all can see, it does look exactly like the original one that we have all seen and wanted to see come out for the 2021 or the 2020 season, but it just never happened. But with that fact, we are finally getting it this year. Now, the first thing that struck me with this guy was, okay, obviously he does not look like the original Jason Vorhees, his past predecessor that we had seen from the past, back I believe in like 2007 or maybe I think it was 2010. He is, I guess you could say, much better of an improvement compared to the Michael Myers we got last year. And we don't talk about that, and if you know me, I am a big, I guess you could say, I'm a big critic of that prop, and I know a lot of people don't like it either. I mean, just look at this thing. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. But besides that, I wanted to compare this and tell you all what my thoughts are about it, and then I also wanted to talk about what recently has come up, which is the new life-size Jason Vorhees for the Lowe's 2022 season that has dropped or leaked out, I guess you could say, on Facebook from an employee at Lowe's. Now, while I am unaware of their identity, I would probably not say anything just so I wouldn't get them in trouble. But besides that fact, I wanted to discuss about this. So like I said, one of the biggest things I noticed was the way he looked. Now, this is probably the closest to Jason Vorhees I have seen in a while, and I have to admit, for a new Gemmy prop, for a more newer Gemmy prop, this is actually not that bad. This is far better than the Michael Myers. This does not look like it has been rushed all that much, and then they actually looked like they took some time and effort into this animatronic. Now, however, the price says otherwise. I think they probably put a little too much hard work on these new designers, and they have been developing these animatronics that are decently good quality, and with that comes a lot of labor cost, which probably explains the price, because the price is way over $300. And what a lot of people have been talking about is the fact that if you're going to pay that much for this, you might as well just pay a little bit more for the older Jason Voorhees on like Mercari or eBay, etc. And I understand that. Now, what this guy does is that he doesn't really do much, which kind of sucks, and I guess I really wish they probably could have lowered the price of this Jason Voorhees a little more, just because of the lack of features he has, because the original Jason Voorhees that we got back in like 2010 was more, I guess you could say, fluid with movements. He had hand and arm movement, he had a head movement, and he also had a torso movement. On top of that, he had really great audio of the original soundtrack from Friday the 13th. This one apparently is supposed to have sound, I'm hoping, from Friday the 13th, but sadly the only things he does is move his eyes, which is rather impressive because we haven't seen eye movement from Gemmy in a long time. But the only other thing he does is move his arm up and down, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I guess it's better than the Michael Myers, because the Michael Myers that we got last year, or I believe it was 2020, no, I think it was 2021, all I could say, it was just horrible, just awful. Nobody wanted that, nobody liked it, nobody wanted to see it. I don't even know what year, because I didn't care that much for that animatronic. I really didn't. I believe it was 2020. But besides that fact, that Michael Myers was not the best, definitely not the best compared to this. This is much better. The detail and the quality of the jacket is very nice. I love that he looks rather worn out. The jacket looks worn, and it looks like it's gone through a lot of stuff. The t-shirt on him also looks very old and yellow, and I love that. Just by what the details behind the face look like, I could tell they definitely took some time to actually put some fine quality detail into this new animatronic, which in my opinion is very nice, and the mask is very well detailed as well. I love the color, and I love the way everything kind of blends together. The gloves, however, do look a little mannequin-ish, but I'm not too worried about that. And not to mention the pants are nice and dirty as well, and so are the shoes. Now, I love the apparel of this overall animatronic, and while a lot of people have complained about the machete, from the stock image from what I've seen, I don't think the machete looks that bad. So I have to admit that the machete is not one of like the biggest playing factors. I mean, from a distance, nobody's going to really notice, but other than that, I have to say, out of a 10-star review, I would probably give this guy about a 6.5, maybe 7 out of 10 in that range, just because for being new Gemmy, this is a massive improvement. But that also made me start thinking. So here recently we got a leaked screenshot of many new animatronics coming out in Lowe's, and that would probably be another video for another time. And if you all want to hear about that, on my opinions and what I think about that. But there was one thing that struck me. Lowe's was ordering a new LifeSize Chucky and a new LifeSize Jason Vorhees. But I did want to think about what might this be. I don't believe we are going to be getting 2 Jason Voorhees animatronics. If you ask me, I think personally this is going to be the same Jason that we're going to see. So you may have the option of ordering it from Morris Costumes, and you may also have the option of ordering it off of Lowe's. Now, it could be different. It could be a whole nother Jason. I don't know. I would love to see if this is true. It would be cool to actually be able to get 2 life-size Jasons at the same time. Now, whether or not it's Gemmy, I do not know. Whether or not it's the same Jason, I do not know. But I'm going to assume for now that this is going to be the same exact Jason we are going to see on Morris that is going to be coming into Lowe's, because Morris is the only one that has a life-size Chucky this year and a life-size Jason Vorhees. but only time will tell when it actually comes time to reveal the stock images. Now, I'm not going to go off of everything that this leak tells us, because last year we thought we were going to get the Plague Doctor, but it never happened, and instead it got replaced with that Jack-o'-lantern dude. And sadly, the Plague Doctor just never happened. And it was a big letdown. It was. And then they decided to, like I said, they decided to replace it with the Jack-o'-lantern head that had the same audio, which really made no sense. But I mean, overall, it wasn't a horrible prop, but it definitely wasn't the best. But this is definitely a much bigger improvement for Gemmy, especially considering that Gemmy has had its hard fellowship, I guess, in the sun for a while. And I'm just gonna hope that this animatronic will not fail, and if it does come to Lowe's, I will be so excited to see this thing in real life, because we have not seen a life-size Jason Vorhees in so long, and I think it's going to be awesome to see it. But besides that, that's just kind of my opinion, my thoughts on this animatronic. I really hope y'all did enjoy this video, because I wanted to just kind of explain my 2 cents, especially considering the fact that it's Gemmy and the fact that we haven't seen something like this in a while. So without any further ado, guys, I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I hope you all enjoyed, and leave a comment below and tell me what you all think about this. I know it's been half and half, but I would like to hear you all personally, so I can interact with you all. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. This is Jimmy Bones signing off. I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.